nobody else. No, I ain't tryna be like nobody else. No, I ain't tryna be like nobody else. Cause I'm having too much fun tryna be myself. No, I'm not the type of chick that like to follow trends. I got a small circle, no, don't need a lot of friends. You know I gotta get this money cause I like to spend. I see you haters watching, so I just give you a grin.
How you guys doing? It's your girl Lambda. I'm here with another episode of Justheretovent, sitting outside again for my review. I actually am coming to y'all to talk about They Cloned TYRONE. It's a really good movie. It's on Netflix. If y'all haven't seen it already, spoiler alert, make sure y'all don't watch the rest of this video because that's what I'm going to be talking about, okay? So if you did watch it, tell me your thoughts in the comments. If y'all liked it, what y'all thought about it. I feel like they were trying to give the message of, you know, all of the things that they put into the urban, if you will, or black, African-American, poor, rural, whatever neighborhood you want to call it. Those areas, how they have like the messages on the branding as like far as the advertisement, like keep them smiling, just the subliminal messages that they want to give to our community, because their job is to make sure that we stay where we are in life. Which is why when you go to the hood or the projects, you see the liquor stores on the corner. You see, like, it's easy for you to get access to drugs. Like, it's a liquor store pretty much on every corner. Like they be saying that, but it's true. I come from the hood, so that's really what it is. They say it's convenience. Like, people go to all them corner stores. What make me it don't make no sense is like it already should tell y'all that something not right. How is it all these immigrants, people from other countries, they able to get a store where you live? But we've been living here for, I mean, basically what I'm saying is like we've been in America already all this time, and we don't even be able to own a store in our own fucking neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? But they making sure that their job is to keep us poor. Their job is to make sure that they raise them prices because the convenience of things being close by, but ain't nothing convenient about the motherfucking prices. You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like the movie was really good because it hits on a lot of things. Now, we all know cloning is real. Now, if you're still thinking that cloning is not a real thing, you're a fool, you're a clown. Hold on. I just feel like they definitely do be cloning people that way. And what really got me was the laboratory area. You know what I'm saying? As far as them doing experiments on us, because we could go back into history. They used to do that back in the day. We are not looked at as human beings. You know what I'm saying? We're not even looked at as people sometimes from a lot of other races. They still see us as animals or slaves rather, you know. And I do feel like a lot of these people, because remember they had in the movie they had like a missing girl. She was one of the people that was in that lab. I think that a lot of people that's missing is not missing because how y'all can't find them in this whole world, all the resources that y'all got, if they not dead, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, they probably do be taking people. I think they do that when it comes to doing experiments on black people. I think they do that when it comes to taking organs as well. I think that those two things are a part of our missing people in the world. And I feel like that was what that was really shedding the light on. You know, don't be thinking that somebody just missing. Like, you know, they do a lot of stuff like that. These types of things really take place. Y'all gotta remember, every movie is made from a premise of a true idea or a real idea or something that's factual. Even if it's way over embellished, there's always some truth to it. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel. It was this movie that I watched some years ago called The Good Shepherd. That's how that shit be. People be in these secret organizations. You think you going somewhere and they end up throwing that lady out the plane just because she was suspected of being a spy. She wasn't one, but just because they had that suspect, they ended that lady's life. And if you think that the government is not a big ass hitman agency, you're a fool. You know what I mean? And then it was like the whole situation of, you know, them basically saying like, we need people like this around in order to keep this going on. What they're saying is they need drug dealers, they need murderers, they need fiends, alcoholics, all that stuff to keep that neighborhood in the what's the word I'm looking for? They need that to keep that neighborhood in that type of setting. You know, they don't want it to elevate. They want it to stay at that level. And that was something else that I seen in the movie where they was just like, it was no progression, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, they was putting a nod to, you know, the foods that we eat, you know, the flour that they putting in the chicken, or it might not necessarily be the chicken, but we all know that these chicken have steroids, and all the animals are extinct. You telling me that a chicken ain't never gonna be extinct. You telling me that it's so many chickens in this world, right, that we able to supply the whole world with chicken meat. I be calling bullshit on that too. Honestly, I'm about to go back to being my real vegetarian, meaning like, you know, here come my son, meaning like, you know, just eat all my vegetarian meat. I'm about to stop eating chicken and turkey because you can't trust nothing. And to be honest, if you ain't growing your own food, you damn near can't trust the fucking vegetables neither. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the movie shed light on a lot of things. Obviously racism. It also shed light that they look at us like we're nothing but here to be experiments on, because you ain't see nobody white in no motherfucking labs. It was all black people. And they did clone Fontaine, but once you got to the end of the movie, the person that they really cloned was the person Tyrone or whatever. It's all the same person, but you know what I'm saying. That was really him that they had cloned. And you know, he was doing the same thing, you know, getting a beer every day. It was just, I really felt like it was a good movie. It had a lot of good messages in it. And it's just so crazy how the world is. You know what I mean? I feel like that movie shed light on a multitude of things, you know what I mean? And I really, really, really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go see it. I was watching this one video, somebody was doing a review, and it was like, Olivia Black. And it's funny because now people gonna start probably saying that shit, thinking that that's gonna stop. That's how they gonna see if it's a clone. They so dumb. Like, you think they gonna reveal all the real secrets? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I be feeling like they be doing that with some people, because we remember y'all had that situation like 10 years, 6, 7 years ago where Al Roker just stopped moving on air. He was like stuck, frozen like this. His hand was on his head and he couldn't move. And then we see Wendy had passed out, and then that could have just been her being hot, whatever. But the way these things be taking place, it be seeming like, you know, maybe they are clones, or maybe they are machines. Maybe they do have a chip in their head. Maybe they're being controlled. I feel like it don't take a movie for me to know that there's symbolism in music, that they put stuff in the food, that they have symbolism in branding, that they do things just to cater to the African Americans, but they're not really catering to us. They're really catering to themselves to make sure that they stay ahead of us. And you know why they experiment on us? Because I feel like they know that we're the advanced race. I hate to say that, but it's true. You know, we were here first. So if you want to do a study, it probably would make more sense to do a study on the first person on earth, which are black people. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that we deserve to be experiments. You know what I mean? It's like they really just have no regard for us. We not even humans in their eyes, clearly. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it may be a movie, but the idea of that movie is real. That's what we going through right now as we live and breathe. Him in the movie saying, oh, we need people like you. Yeah, we need murderers and we need killers. We need y'all to help the population go down by killing each other. I hate when people say, oh, stop talking about black on black crime. I'm not going to stop talking about black on black crime until it stops fucking happening. That doesn't mean that white on black crime isn't a big thing. That doesn't mean that police brutality isn't still a big thing. But we're not going to sit here and act like we don't have black on black crime as an issue as well. But again, that's only an issue. He got my keys in somebody else's car, y'all. But again, that's only an issue. The whole black on black crime is because of what they put in that neighborhood. Like, they give you the easy access to the drugs. They give you the easy access to the alcohol. They give you the easy access to the guns. And tell you, they basically is like the hood or urban areas is like a playground where they give you stuff. And just like they saying they do surveillance. When I was in Philly, they definitely did have cameras on the streets. They do be watching us, trying to see how we act. Because they really study us. They think that we animals. They studying us like we not human. I'm studying y'all. I'm trying to figure out why y'all ain't got no melanin. I'm trying to figure out why I could go outside in the sun, but you got to wear sunscreen. Those be things that would make me wonder. You know what I mean? And I just feel like the race situation is never going anywhere. That's one thing that we need to realize now. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we got the stuff going on in the media right now. His name is O'Shea Sibley. He was just stabbed to death by somebody white. He was a gay African-American man. And, you know, the trans community, the LGBTQIA community, like, well, they're part of that. It's just, they're really having it hard, too. But I don't want to negate or get away from the fact of black people not having rights, you know, because I do feel like they're moving a little bit further and faster when it comes to the LGBTQIA community and making sure that they have rights, but they still don't care if we have rights. I'm not saying that it's not getting really bad for their community, but it's been bad for African Americans since slavery ended with no sign of changing, when are we going to start making laws that protect us? I guess they call themselves doing that by making that law for the whole hate crime and all of that, but I feel like they gonna always find a reason that a white man killing somebody black is not a hate crime. You know what I mean? They gonna always find an excuse. Oh, there was a reason. You know, we aggressive. You know, we hostile. Like, it's just always an excuse when it comes to us losing our lives. Like, our lives don't matter. They show us every day that our lives don't matter. But that's really what I thought about the movie. I think it was a good premise. I like all of the symbolism that they had in there. I feel like it was really telling a good message. And besides that, it was some good acting. You got some comedy parts in there. It was really good. So if y'all haven't checked out They Clone Tyrone, make sure y'all do check it out. Tell me what y'all thought about it. Do y'all feel like this stuff is really going on in the world? And if so, how much of it do you feel like it's actually happening? How much do you feel like it's just for the big screen? Make sure y'all hit that like, that subscribe. Please hit that like, that subscribe, and then make sure you hit that like and subscribe, the notification bell, share if you care, tell me your thoughts on the movie, and I'm gonna see you on the next joint. Thanks for listening.